And there's a couple practical solutions. One of them is to lay off the most junior employees until you adjust your staffing to the right number of technicians and office staff. That is a fairly harsh solution. The people laid off are eligible for unemployment. They also are eligible for reemployment if the company recovers, and certainly we expect companies to recover hopefully as early as the end of the second quarter of this year. And we're hoping this is not going to continue beyond that. Now there's some nuances to this that make it a more interesting situation. Suppose that you have some people who are not the junior employees in your business but are underperforming. This does present an opportunity to do a layoff based on performance, where you select people not by seniority but based on their performance, and to basically clean house at this time. And again, I know that doesn't sound like a very kind thing to do, but the practical matter is the business has people who are not getting the job done. They are not contributing to the overall success of the business, and so this may be the right time to let go people who are not the better performers. Now, as an alternative to layoffs, say that you have a great group of people, you want to try and see if you can avoid having the impact of the layoffs. One of the things that's been done by a variety of businesses is to have a work sharing situation. So if everybody's working 40 hours a week, maybe everybody agrees to work 30 hours a week for the next month, so that everybody basically shares the pain, but they continue their health insurance and other benefits, and they continue to come to work on a reasonable basis. If you've got a small office staff, maybe you go to, and by the way, this agreement is usually referred to as a partial furlough agreement, so people may come in different days of the week so that you don't have a full staff every day, to try and make the workload balance out. And that is generally considered a kinder but short-term solution for the business. It still means the overhead of the business remains fairly constant, but still a little bit less than if everybody was working 40 hours a week. This morning on the news, I heard that one organization is cutting salaries across the board 10%. This is something that is undertaken by various businesses in times of economic hardship. Again, compared to being laid off, most people would agree that while a 10% pay cut is a difficult thing to tolerate, it certainly would be preferable to looking for a job during this very difficult time.
Thank you, Dr. Schein, for that. That's great information. And so this article that you've written, is that an article?
It's actually a draft policy for companies to adopt.
Okay. So we want to make that available. You said you would give it to anyone who requests a copy of it.
Correct.
Is that correct? Okay.